Hello! Testing 1, 2, 3. Can everybody hear me? Show me a smiley face. Can I be heard? Excellent! Hello, fellow animators. Now it is part 2, the behind the scenes for our fairy tale animation revisiting Rapunzel. Rapunzel. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Okay. Even though it looks like I'm all set up and ready to go, I gotta backtrack a second because I want to tell you guys about something. I want to tell you guys what app I am using. If you've seen me do this before, you've heard me talk about a little app called Montage. And as I keep saying, that is not the only app available that does this sort of thing. It's just the one that I've enjoyed using so far, so it's the one I recommend. So, this is the name of it, Montage. There's a little bit of a glare. Sorry about that. Montage what happens is right after we film a video clip, it puts it into a kind of, it really is a lot like a storyboard, the way we did it before. And we can arrange the clips in the order we want, we can delete clips we don't want, and we can trim the beginning and the end off of a clip. So, it does everything that we need to do to create a fast and furious paper cut animation. And that's why I recommend it. I'm going to move back out of the app, and we're just going to start fresh, going into the app. Let me also bring up what I'm using to attach the smartphone to a tripod. It's called iStabilizer. It's not the only device you can get like that. It's just one that I happen to use, so I recommend it. And what it does is it clips your phone, your smartphone, onto a tripod plate, so you can set it up on a tripod, and that way you don't have to hold your phone. It can be a hands-free experience, and you can just work on doing the paper puppetry. So, I highly recommend that. What we're going to do now is go into Montage. See, I'm clicking on the app Montage. And if you don't have the app Montage, just see the process I go through, because there are a lot of other apps out there, I'm sure, that can do the same sort of thing. Or even if you're using an editing application on your parents' Mac, like iMovie, or on a PC, I think Windows Movie Maker is the name of one, you can edit together video footage that you record, and it's basically the same process as what we're going to do here. So in Montage, click on this little button up in the upper corner. It looks like a little film camera. Click on that. This is going to start up a new project. Yay! So I'm going to position my tripod. And one thing to keep in mind with Montage specifically is what we're seeing on the screen right now here. Hang on a sec, guys. I'm going to see if I can turn off that overhead light, if that helps a little bit. Hold up. There, that looks a little bit better. Smiley face. Everybody ready to go? Cool. Okay. So, as I was saying, one thing about Montage is what we see on the screen right here, it's actually going to record a little bit more than what we're seeing. I don't know why it does that, but in the last class, that caused a little bit of an unexpected outcome for us. So I'm going to try to keep that in mind when I'm filming, that it's filming a little bit outside the edges of what we're seeing. So as usual, if you've seen what I do before, if not, let me tell you about this. To start up our animation, we start with something called the main title card. it's the same thing as it's the opening title sequence, which we do everything ourselves, so we don't need to have a whole bunch of credits up there, but it's us just blasting the main title on screen, and I like to do it with a nice fun drawing. So give me just a second. Let me find where my Rapunzel drawing is. Hang on real quick. Okay, we're back, and I've got the drawing that I did ahead of time for Rapunzel ready to go. So I'm gonna take a vote real quick. I want you all to tell me: do you think I should read the title out, like say Rapunzel, for this first shot, or should I just do some dramatic opening music instead, like dun 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 dun? So smiley face if you think I should do opening music. Okay. Smiley face if you think I should do a dramatic title introduction, like Rapunzel. Okay. Option 2 wins. I'm going to do a dramatic introduction. So the way that we film something with montage, you'll see there's 2 little buttons on either side. The red one with the film camera, that is the same thing as record. It's a record button. So I'm going to go ahead and film this. Quiet on the set! Title card, take 1, ready? Action! Rapunzel! Smiley face if you think that was a good one. Most people liked it. Will and Rob want me to give it a second shot, so I'm going to do it one more time. Okay? Main title card, take 2. Ready? Action! Rapunzel! Da da da! I got the approval. Cool, moving on. Now we're going to go, if we need to, we'll reference the storyboard, but to see which shot we have to do next, but I already have this shot set up. I know this is the next shot we're going to do. Remember, this is the opening shot, the wide shot of the prince riding forward to the castle, or to the tower. So, okay. For this one, I'm just going to plan this out before I actually film it and do a test rehearsal. So, really, the only sound we're going to hear on this is the galloping of the horse coming forward. What do y'all think? Does that sound good? Smiley face? Sweet. Okay, let's do it. So this is scene 1. Take 1. Remember, each time I'm hitting this little button right there, because that's how we're recording. Scene 1, take 1. Ready? Action! Okay, now the good thing about this little app we got right here is we can edit down the beginning or the ending of the clip. So if for example, at the end of that clip, I just stopped and we want it to end before that. We can trim it in the app. So I think that was a pretty good take. But I'm going to ask everyone else's opinion. What do you guys think? Smiley face, should we move on to the next shot? I think so. I think we're good to go. Okay. So let's go to shot 2 now, which is going to be a close-up of the dashing prince. So give me a second. Let me find where I put the prince. Hang on real quick. Okay. Now I need to trim down the bottom of this page real quick so the bottom of the paper doesn't bump into the tripod. Does this look about the right height? Let me see. How's the framing on this? Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair! I think we should get a little bit closer up on his face, so I'm going to lower my tripod down just a wee bit. Cool. How about this? Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair! I think we're ready to go. Actually, you know what we'll do? This will be fun too. Oh, we can't quite do it. We'll make him... Nah, we'll just do it like this. Okay. So this is shot 2, take 1. Gonna film it. Ready to go? Yep. Quiet on the set! Shot 2, take 1. Action! Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. I think I need to try that one more time. Shot, shot 2, take 2. Ready? Action! Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. I think that was okay. That works, but I think we could do a better job. So I'm going to try it one more time. Shot 2, take 3. Ready? Action! Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. What'd you guys think of that last one? Can I see a smiley face if you think that's... If you guys approve, I'll move on to the next shot. Yeah. Hot, cold. You guys think I should go for... Oh, okay. I can't let y'all down. I'll go for another one. What if I make his voice like this? Rapunzel, Rapunzel. No? Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Rapunzel, Rapunzel. You see, that's part of the fun of this. All right, we're not going to go for the last one, don't worry. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. What do you think about that one? All right, we're going to try that one. That voice right there. Okay, this is shot 2, take 4. Action! Rip. Oh, man, I can't remember. I forgot what that voice was already. Jeez. Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Rip. Oh, man. Guys, I forgot. I forgot what the voice was supposed to... Rapunzel. Okay, I'm just going to go for something that'll have to work. Take 5. Action. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. And the only thing about that, I don't know if it recorded the very end of it. Whew. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Jeez, I'm going too slow. All right, let me try that one more time. Take 7. Action! Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Okay, we're going with that one. So guys, since I did so many of that particular take, help me remember when we get to it, we're going to delete everything except for the very last take, because there were a bunch of mess-ups on that one. So I'm going to put this aside because we're going to use this same scene for the very last shot. We're just going to change out the prince's eyes. And now we're going to go to the scene that this fairy tale is all about. Rapunzel letting down her hair. So I need to pull this tripod up. We need a wider shot. I want more of the princess to be in this particular shot. How's the framing on that? That's pretty good. I think it could still be a little bit. Ooh, no, it can't be any higher. That's about perfect. That's pretty good to go. So this is how this is going to play out. Okay. Okay. Well, actually, it goes a little bit longer. Wow, that's a lot of hair. Okay. Now, this would really help out if I had somebody here to help me on this. This is going to be tough, pressing the record button and then operating all that hair coming down. So I'm going to give it a try, okay? Scene 3. Take 1. Action! Okay, we need to redo that because, as you saw, a little bit of hair poked out the sides right there. Okay, I feel good about this one. Scene 3, take 2. Ready? Action. I think that was pretty good. I see a smiley face. You guys think I can move forward? Okay. A little bit of doubts. All right, everybody's cool with it. I really do think that one turned out pretty well. I think that's going to work out. So, zip-a-dap-a-doop-a-dap-a-dee-dot-do. Let's move on to the final shot. We get the prince out again, and we are going to slap on a new set of eyeballs. Cool. No. It's not the right prince. A-deep-a-dap-a-doop-a-dap-a-doo-do-day. Here is the prince right here. Here we go. Here he is again. Now we got to zoom on in. We definitely need a close-up of the good prince's face on this one. And we're going to... Wait, I have a different set of eyeballs. Here. Yeah, we want the prince looking up. So, I'm going to break out some of my handy-dandy, super trusty, mega awesome tape. And tape the prince's eyeballs onto the same puppet that we used before. And I also need to look up and see what I came up with a much funnier line yesterday. That the prince is something about shampoo. I'm going to look real quick and see what the line is supposed to be. Wow! Wow! I can't imagine what your monthly shampoo bill is. You know what? Okay, guys, I need to go check. I need to see how the prince's voice was. because we were talking about continuity earlier. I cannot remember how I made his voice in the previous close-up shot. So I'm going to go hit this little yellow button right here. It'll take us over to a collection of all the clips that we've captured so far. And I'm going to go to the, I'll get into this more later. I'm going to go to the very last clip of our prince and listen to the voice we ended up committing to. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the camera and Rapunzel, Rapunzel, this is the voice he has, and say, I can't imagine what your monthly shampoo bill is. I can't imagine what your monthly shampoo bill is. Okay. So, let me go give this a shot. This is scene 4, take 1, ready? Ready, Freddy? Action. I can't imagine what your monthly shampoo bill is. It's okay. Try it one more time. It's alright. Not my best work. Scene 4, take 2. Action. I can't imagine what your monthly shampoo bill is. I think I'm seeing signs of approval. Should we move on to the final shot? I think we should. So let's take it to the last shot. The end. So, I'm not sure where I put my other the end. I had one hanging out somewhere over here, but I don't know where that is. So, I'm just going to go ahead and draw up another one real quick, because that's not going to take up much time to do. So, let me... Let me get both of these strands of hair. Actually, it wouldn't make sense for 2 strands of hair to fall down. Let me write. The end. And we're just going to have this hair swoop down. The end. The end. You know what might be kind of cool? Bear with me real quick. I'm going to go ahead and color the background gray, as if this is on the side of the stone wall. And if you guys have more time when you are actually filming and creating yours, maybe you can do an actual stone wall behind your The End title to make it appear like this The End is at the very bottom of the tower and the hair just falls down on top of it. It's a possibility. Okay, so let's go ahead and film this. Here we've got scene 5. Take 1, ready? Action. The end. The only thing about that, it kind of landed on the E at the end. Maybe it should... I think I'm being too picky. I think that'll work out just fine. So let's go to the editing process now. Let's see what happens when it's time to put this thing together. So I'm going to hit this little yellow button once again. And let me explain this layout to you. This layout right here, this is what's called our storyboard layout within Montage. And you'll see at the bottom there's this little film strip with a bunch of different images of all the different video clips we just recorded. Another video editing app you use might work similar to this. What we can do is we can watch them all in a row and then go back and delete the ones we don't want to do. And then here's how we delete a clip. This is important. You hold down on one of these little squares and you see these little X's pop up over all these clips. You got to be careful which one you touch, but choose whichever one you want to delete, and it's going to ask you, remove this clip? Why, yes, indeedy. As I asked you guys to remind me, and you're reminding me telepathically right now, I hear all of you. You're telling me delete all of these clips of the prince talking, except the very last one, because we recorded a whole bunch of them. So I'm just going to go through and just chop these things to pieces. Just knocking them out of the picture. Delete, 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 delete. Uh-oh. Nope, we don't want to swap these around. Delete. Yep. Yes, indeed. Delete. Don't mind if I do. Cool. Okay. Looks like we're at a good place. And I think, if I remember correct, too, it was the second one with Rapunzel that was good. The first one, you could see a little bit of her hair on the side. So I'm going to delete that first clip. Delete. Yes, indeed. And same with the last clip of the prince. The second one was the better take, so I'm deleting the first one. Now, I'm going to hit this check mark up here that shows I'm done deleting for now. Let's watch them all in a row and see which ones we need to trim down, because we're going to have to do some trimming. I know that. So I'm going to try to get close enough that you can hear through my camera microphone. Rapunzel! Da-da-da! Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. My, I can't imagine what your monthly shampoo bill is. The end. That was actually pretty good already. I don't think there's a whole lot we have to do. The main thing I saw, I'm sure all of you caught this as well, was, I think, is either at the end of this clip or the beginning of the next one. No, yeah, the beginning of this clip. Did you hear that? Wait, I'll play it again. I think I was saying the end of action. So we need to delete the very beginning of this clip. And how we're going to do that, we're going to hold down on it like we're going to delete the whole clip. And you'll see up on the top portion of the screen, there's this timeline. And there are these little tabs at either end of the timeline that lets you drag them around. So we're going to drag away the very beginning of this clip. Let's listen to it. My, I can't imagine what your monthly shampoo bill is. The end. Cool. That's pretty good. Now, if we were to get nitpicky, you as the director, it's up to you whether you have a problem with it or not. But there is kind of I think it was an unintentional shadow at the beginning of this the end clip. Let me see if I can trim this off with that. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I think I can do it though. Oop. Where are we? Okay. Let me hold down on this, just barely a little bit, because we don't want to lose the audio. So let me a little bit more. Oh, perfect! Oh my goodness! Oh, this is a masterpiece. All right, let's watch our completed film. Rapunzel! Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. My, I can't imagine what your monthly shampoo bill is. The end. Smiley face if you guys think that's ready to go. I do too. The only thing I'm going to do real quick, I'm just going to take a little bit off the very end of the end, because it stays still for a little too long. Not a big deal. Excellent. So what next? How do we export our finished film? Well, let me tell you. What you do, that you've got all the clips in a row that you want, you're going to do something called export your final film. And here's how we do it. We are going to press this little yellow arrow button once again. And here it lets us title our video, and we are going to call it Rapunzel. Rapunzel. Done. And here we have the option of saving it to our camera roll or exporting the clips. We're going to save it to our camera roll. Movie exported successfully. I can't wait. Everyone, thank you so much for sticking through the final process, the entire process of creating this paper cut animation together. Now, like I said before, if there were parts of it that you weren't able to finish up on, like you need to do some more coloring or some more cutting out, go do that now, because you've seen how I do it from start to finish. And the cool thing is, if you ever need to go back and reference anything, pretty soon, later on, maybe tomorrow or something like that, this will be online on markkisslerlive.com, to where you can go back and reference this on any places you may need a little bit of explaining about. So thank you all for joining me. It's always such a pleasure doing paper cut animations with all of you. And if you're up for it, I'm doing another Fairy Tale and Fable tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is how long from now? It's in about another 3 hours from now. We'll be doing another one. So I invite you to come back for that. We'll be doing The Tortoise and the Hare, re-envisioning it. So thank you all, and I can't wait to see you next time. Toodaloo.